I'll begin by saying Tansi and Anin, and welcome to the University of Winnipeg. My name is Jennifer Rattray, and I'm Associate Vice President of Indigenous Government and Community Affairs, and I'm so pleased to be your MC today. We are here to launch the UN Global Safe Cities Initiative in Winnipeg. Winnipeg is joining this global program of more than 15 cities worldwide for the purpose of developing, implementing, and evaluating comprehensive approaches to prevent and respond to sexual harassment and other forms of sexual violence against women and girls in public places. Today is also, as you may know, International Human Rights Day, commemorated around the globe. And here in Winnipeg, we're celebrating this day by making a commitment to address a critical human rights issue, and that issue is sexual harassment and sexual violence against women and girls in public spaces. We are very pleased to be joined today by community and government partners and friends who've agreed to undertake this important work here together. Now it is my distinct honor to introduce the Honourable Carrie Irvin Ross, Minister responsible for the status of women. And Minister Irvin Ross speaks on behalf of the Manitoba Status of Women, a government partner in this initiative. So please, a round of applause.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here and to be joined by all of our community partners and our government partners, and to talk about the importance of us becoming the first Canadian city to become a UN safe city. Many of you have traveled this journey since November 25th with me about the 16 days of activism to end gender violence. Throughout those 16 days, we have come together and we've made commitments, personal commitments, commitments to support other women and girls in our province and in our city. Today is December 10th. December 10th, the last day of our 16 days. But as I look into this crowd, all of you, I know, will carry on the activism, the commitment, and the remembrance for the next 365 days and for many, many years to come as we work together to end violence against women and girls. We know that it is a journey that we can't do alone, that there is not one government program, policy, one community agency. It's all of us working together to build awareness and also not accepting unhealthy relationships, being role models for our children and for our neighbors. So I want to congratulate the Status of Women and Beth Ulrich for identifying the importance of having us become a UN safe city and the importance of us working together with our community partners and addressing the issue of violence against young women and girls. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Minister. If we can now please welcome Councillor Scott Fielding, who brings greetings on behalf of the City of Winnipeg and is also speaking in his capacity as Chair of the Winnipeg Police Board.
Well, thank you very much, and it's fantastic to have everyone out today on a cold, frigid day here in Winnipeg. It's good to be close to Christmas time and the break for everyone. First, I want to echo what the Minister had indicated. It very much is a pleasure to be here on behalf of the city. We know, obviously, Safe Cities, it's a global initiatives really to develop and evaluate how we can make cities safer for all women in a whole bunch of roles. The City of Winnipeg, through the Crime Stat initiative, has a number of the stats that are available, but I think it's something that can really push initiatives, and it truly is an honor on behalf of the Winnipeg Police Board, and we of course have Leslie Spriggs, who's actually on the board as well, who'll be speaking to us after, to make this a priority for the City of Winnipeg. We have Danny Smythe and your team here that will be participating in on that, in partnerships with the provincial government and all different stakeholders groups is important. So it was an honor. We got approached to the Minister through Beth for the work that can be done. I think, as mentioned with what Carrie had indicated, it can't be done alone. And it's not just government that can do these types of things. It's community groups, organizations that can be a part of it, that care about these things and make a difference can happen. So I think when you have a group that comes together, we can really make a difference here. There's a number of centers, I think, in the developing countries, I think over 15 that are part of it in terms of the areas. But in terms of Canada, we're taking a leadership role in that. So very much appreciate the opportunity to participate here from the police board and the service, and anything we can do to push this initiative and make it to more priority and make our cities, most importantly, more safer, I think is a very good initiative. So thank you very much, and I look forward to being involved over the next months and years. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Councillor. I'm now going to introduce Dr. Leslie Spillett, Executive Director of Ganiganichik, who is going to speak on this initiative from a community perspective and as a community partner. So if I can invite you forward, Leslie. Thank you.
Oh, all my friends are here and all my relatives, so it's good to be a part of this announcement. And I want to acknowledge all of the elders that are here in the room, and also the two provincial and municipal leader for being a part of this initiative. And Ganiganichik is also very honored to be a partner in this very important United Nations Safe City initiative. We know that as Indigenous people and Indigenous women, including those that are transgendered, are especially vulnerable to sexualized and racialized violence in public spaces. I think that we can all agree to that. And as my previous speaker talked about, the City of Winnipeg crime stats confirm that neighborhoods that are economically and socially marginalized have significantly higher rates of violence against women than those areas that are who have more concentrated economic and social wealth. It is also demonstrated by the vulnerability of Indigenous women is demonstrated by the extremely high numbers of sexually exploited victims and data related to missing and murdered Aboriginal women in Manitoba. As most of us know, that Manitoba is the third highest number of missing and murdered women in Canada, and currently there are 79 documented cases of missing and murdered Aboriginal women, the third highest in Canada. This initiative will help to shine the light on the underlying factors that replicate this alarming and increasing rate of violence. But more importantly, we hope that it will identify appropriate and long-term prevention strategies. Ganiganichik believes that equality and social justice are integral to ensuring safe public space for all citizens. Today, as most of our world is honoring a great liberator and freedom fighter, by quoting his wisdom, what resonated to me this morning when I woke up at 4 a.m. to turn on my TV to be a small part of what was going on in Johannesburg, I heard some words that resonated with me, and he said that, because we also talk about reconciliation in Manitoba, and of course South Africa has been leaders in the reconciliation movement, but he said that reconciliation is meaningless without reconstruction and development. And in Canada, you know, in terms of Indigenous people need to be at the center of our own development and the leadership of our own development. And there's a saying in our community that goes, the honor of one is the honor of all. The pain of one is the pain of all. And so when our sisters are not thriving in this society, then none of us can take comfort in that. Finally, I want to say ekose to the province of Manitoba and the City of Winnipeg for your leadership in regards to this United Nations initiative. We look forward to playing a role as a community partner in this, and as we move forward to build those kinds of relationships and structures that will recognize the dignity of all human beings, and especially as it relates to Indigenous women in Canada and in Manitoba. So thank you.
Egose Leslie. As we close, I would like to acknowledge a colleague at the University of Winnipeg. I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Rowan Crow, who is director of the Institute of Women's and Gender Studies at the University of Winnipeg and a real leader for us here on campus. So I'd like to acknowledge you. And she's going to be involving her students in some of the initiatives as we move forward related to the UN Safe Cities. So I want to thank her for her support and for the support of her students. They may not know yet, but they're going to be a part of it, and it's going to be great. So they're going to love it. So anyway, thank you very much. I want to thank you all for coming on such a very cold day. I want to thank the media for coming. And speakers are now going to be available for media interviews, and I invite you now to enjoy a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and really spend some time celebrating, however brief, spend some time celebrating and commemorating International Human Rights Day. Ego se.